Tonight, recount complete. Results for a state seat on the range are finalized a month after the election. And lawsuit struck down. A district ruling in Michigan keeps a controversial order in place meant to keep people safe during the pandemic. Plus, taking its toll, the tourism industry is weathering a beating through the pandemic, how new grants could provide a lifeline.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. The recount on the range is over tonight, and Representative Julie Sandstead will represent Hibbing and District 6A once again in the Minnesota House. The state-funded recount found she narrowly defeated Republican Rob Farnsworth. CBS 3's John Cardinelli spoke with Sandstead this evening to learn more about what she hopes to accomplish in her next term.
On Wednesday night, it was confirmed that DFL Representative Julie Sandstead defeated Republican Rob Farnsworth for the District 6A seat.
I just really am honored, terrifically honored, and so very thankful for this opportunity again.
The confirmation came after a state-funded recount of more than 20,000 votes in St. Louis and Itasca counties. Sandstead says she hopes the recount brings revival and hope to those questioning the voting system.
And I hope that it really leaves every American citizen feeling, and every constituent in my district feeling confident that the process was full of integrity.
Sandstead's win comes one day after Minnesota learned about a $641 million budget surplus. She, as well as her colleagues, plan on using this money to create a state relief bill.
This surplus just gives us a little comfort knowing that we're going to be able to pull something through, and people can land on their feet. More people will be able to land on their feet than without it.
But more importantly, over the next 2 years, Sandstead wants to advocate for the Iron Range and help save its economy and jobs.
In the next 2 years, I have to ensure that there is an opportunity to move forward for Hibbing Tech and the 750 employees that are going to be impacted, and the how many thousands of spin-off jobs that follow.
The recount found Sandstead beat Farnsworth by just 40 votes. Meanwhile, there's a changing of the guard at St. Luke's Hospital as their top leader has stepped down. CEO and President Kevin Nuckols resigned from his position. He had been with the hospital since August of 2019. Today, Nuckols and other St. Luke's spokespeople would not comment on the resignation. Spokespeople for the hospital say the CFO and Chief Medical Officer will share the role of co-president and CEO at least until mid-year 2021. In a brief statement, the Minnesota Nurses Association says they were surprised by the move but look forward to working with the new leadership. A district judge in Michigan has struck down a lawsuit that would have reopened restaurants in the state. The lawsuit sought to declare the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services order as unconstitutional. James Felton has more from Michigan.
If you lose your life, that's the ultimate price to pay. And that's a very real possibility right now with as much COVID-19 as there is across the state of Michigan.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer told me she's not surprised a federal judge upheld the state's ban on indoor dining. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services shut down indoor dining in November as part of the state's response to the latest uptick in COVID-19 cases.
The problem with a restaurant setting is that you are combining lots of different households together indoors, and people are taking off their masks. And those three factors are what make it more inherently risky than going to a retail shop or going to get your hair cut.
The Michigan Restaurant and Lodging Association sued to resume indoor dining, but U.S. District Court Judge Paul Maloney said a plausible explanation for the state order exists. People can't eat or drink without removing their mask, a step that could spread the virus. For her part, Whitmer says she knows people in the restaurant industry are worried, struggling, and she feels for them.
There's no one more eager than me to re-engage restaurants. Our restaurants are open. You can support them by getting takeout, buying gift cards right now, and I encourage people to do that. We want them to stay in business. We just recognize that the nature of this virus means that that activity in-person dining right now is just, it's a dangerous thing to do with as much COVID as we have across Michigan.
The restaurant group is now trying to prevent an extension of the order and have asked the state to provide clear and specific data to justify the sustained closure of restaurants across the state. All right, let's take a peek at the weather now with Dave. Dave, I feel like we're stuck in this stretch of days where every day is the same. Sunshine, mid-30s, and a cold start to the day.
Yeah, but there was a slight change today. Yes,
Okay.
We started on the cool side, especially inland, finished a little bit on the warm side. Take a look at some of these top temps today. The normal's 27, 28. Ely, Orr, they were near normal, but Ashland hit 39. So did Hayward. 41 degrees in Watersmeet, so a little bit warmer for the finish. And the other difference today was a little bit of cloud activity that came across our region. Barometer readings are still high across the board as the trio of high-pressure cells continues to dominate much of the nation now. But wedged in between the two highs, we did manage to kick up some clouds and a very slight flurry chance. The second high of the trio probably will clear us back up again tomorrow, so if it's mostly cloudy tonight, once we get into tomorrow, it should become partly cloudy to even mostly sunny once again. But overnight, those clouds will help bump up the temperatures. No cold start tomorrow morning. It should be in the 20s. We finish in the mid-30s, again, a little bit warmer than normal. Well, if we're going to get clouds every now and then despite the sunshine, will any of those pay off with some snow? I'll show you the latest theories on that with the 7-day forecast in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. A change could be coming to Duluth city leadership. A new LGBTQ commission is being proposed to the council this month as a way to bring more representation to the community. The commission would assist in policy and procedure making, community outreach, and addressing issues within the community. City Council President Gary Anderson is confident the council will approve the proposed commission.
On a local level, we're wanting to make sure that Duluth is known as a community where all people are welcome.
If the commission is approved, city officials say they'll open up an application process to choose members. Councilors are expected to hold a hearing on the proposed commission later this month. Well, the last 9 months have rocked the tourism industry in the area. With little to no revenue coming in from travelers due to the pandemic, organizations are looking to grants for support. CBS 3's Natalie Grant sat down with state tourism industry leaders today to learn about new crisis grants that are supporting cities across the state and also right here in the Northland.
It has been a quiet start to the winter season in Canal Park. The usual hustle and bustle of tourists now replaced with empty sidewalks, a sight not uncommon in tourist destinations across the state.
There is no question that the hospitality and tourism market has been hit the hardest of any sector.
With travel not advised, revenue has become sparse for nonprofit organizations like Visit Duluth. So Explore Minnesota is offering $1 million in crisis grants to help organizations look towards the future.
We wanted to assist them in this new grant program that put dollars in their hands right now that they can use to attract visitors.
The money comes from a marketing fund that went unused due to the pandemic. It's now being repurposed in hopes of restarting the tourism industry when the time is right.
We want to get that out to the industry, to have them use it in a way that they need to basically to help with the crisis that every one of them are facing.
Visit Duluth is one of the several Northland organizations applying for these grants. CEO and President Anna Tansky says that they know that a full recovery is a long ways away, but the more than $17,000 they are receiving can make a big impact locally.
Our industry is relying on us to really grow the visitor base in a healthy, safe way and encourage travel when people feel ready, because our businesses are ready to receive them.
Putting in the work now, balancing industry and safety while preparing for what is ahead.
It's going to be a while before we get back to where we were at the beginning of 2020, but we want to do everything we can to help communities all throughout the state of Minnesota.
These crisis grants are available to nonprofit tourism promotion organizations across the state. If you would like information on how to apply, we'll have more information on our website. With many sports and activities on hold during the pandemic, Duluthians are finding new ways to stretch their legs. Disc golf has become a popular new option. Even with several inches of snow and sub-freezing temperatures, the new Enger Park disc golf course had plenty of flying frisbees today. Overall, the local disc golf community says 1,200 rounds were played across the city this season. That brought in $10,000. Disc golfer Tony Walters says most people think of disc golf as a summertime sport, but he actually thinks it's easier with some snow on the ground.
In some ways, disc golf is easier in the winter because instead of having a bunch of plants and brush to hide your disc, now it's just all open playing field. So as long as you're not throwing a white disc, they're pretty easy to find, and as long as you're, dressing warm, you should be fine.
The Lake Superior Disc Golf community tracks where users are from. They say many traveled more than 100 miles to play courses in Duluth this year. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, a local toy drive has seen a large uptick in the amount of people needing help this year. How they hope to help the community next.
Record high temp for this date is 54 degrees from 1962. That's double the normal of 27. Today we got 4 degrees warmer than normal, and that trend could continue again tomorrow as the rest of the week unfolds with more dry conditions than anything else. We'll talk about any chances of snow that might dribble our way coming up after our break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 10 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3. Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live, local, CBS 3.
We pick up the phone because it's ringing. Hello, this is Sam. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Holden Insurance Agency if auto owners make sense for you.
This winter season, shop local at Mainstream Boutique. Stop on by or shop online and find your new look. Mainstream Boutique, located in Cloquet.
I need your help fighting COVID-19.
You might have COVID and not have symptoms.
Please wear a mask.
Love others by protecting them. Stay home.
We know you miss your friends and family. We do too.
We can make a difference if we change our behavior.
The time is now to mask up, wash your hands, and stay home.
Avoid gatherings as much as possible. Be safe this holiday season.
For over 20 years, Scott Dietrichson Construction has taken roofing to a higher level. We offer a huge range of roofing options, asphalt shingles, rubber and metal roofing, and Scott Dietrichson Construction is a TAMCO Pro certified contractor. TAMCO offers a variety of shingle colors with 30 to 50-year warranties. We're following CDC guidelines and no contact free estimates. Our staff is one that we know and you can trust. By not subcontracting our work, we've built a dependable team that gets the job done. Call Scott Dietrichson, your roofing expert, today.
At Super One Foods, you'll find more than just low prices and better choices. You'll find friendly faces like ours, working hard to save you money.
Super One has a tireless commitment to quality and freshness and a goal of delivering 5-star service to every customer to bring the absolute best value to your shopping experience. Check out these specials available at all Super One locations going on now.
So stop into the Super One Foods right in your neighborhood. Super One Foods, serving you with low prices and better choices.
Live, local, CBS 3.
Always ready, always there. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, right here.
Weekdays at 3 on CBS 3. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Now we're into December, and we can enjoy Christmas and holiday lights without feeling so guilty. And our dear friend Anna Martin O'Mara, who traverses the South Shore every day as part of her job, gets to see gorgeous sights like this. This comes from the Herbster area. Well, if there's anything lacking in this picture, it's a deep bed of snow on the ground. And with 3 highs in control this week, I don't think we're going to really add to it. Slight chance for a couple of sprinkles of snow tonight and tomorrow. and maybe again come next Wednesday. In between, more sunny than anything else, and a little bit on the warmer side too, just like towns like Watersmeet found out today. We'll talk about that forecast, but first we take a look at the current conditions, and they're coming from Duluth International Airport. It's 30 degrees there, 79% for the relative humidity, west-northwest wind. It's going 13 miles per hour, so those winds are kicking up, and the clouds that have been created then tomorrow likely will be blown out of the picture there by that wind. So this cloudy business tonight is a short-lived phenomenon, but it should live long enough to let us not be so chilly come tomorrow morning. Air pressure right now is at 30.2 inches of mercury, and it's on the high side because the second of the three highs is coming into the region, and it's that approach that's kicking up the winds. It all works together. Temperature-wise right now, we have 29 to 30 in the Upper Peninsula, Ironwood, Bessemer being the warm spot. Hurley's pretty close to that on the Wisconsin side of the border. And into Wisconsin, we're looking at 32 to 33 degrees here all across the board. An example of the 33 would be those fine folks in Superior. 32, Moose Lake, near 30 for much of the North Shore. Upper 20s for the Vermilion and the Mesabi Iron Ranges and borderland as well. And with the cloud cover up there, low temps tonight likely will fall into the 20s rather than single digits like a lot of towns got this morning. Well, right now we're getting a deck of clouds out there in between the two high pressure systems, moisture caught in a layer of stability, and they'll stay there until that wind pushes them away. So they may last overnight here tonight and then go away and become sunshine again tomorrow as that high pressure system, the second one, takes over and keeping us on the dry side. Well, if anything's going to happen snow-wise this week, our best shot now has been pushed back to Wednesday. It's this low pressure system here that brings a, ready for it, 15% chance for flurries, and that's about the best bet in the next 7 or 8 days. Tonight, it's a pretty decent bet for low temps in Minnesota to go 19 to 28 with a partly to mostly cloudy sky, which will cover things aloft in Wisconsin and Michigan as well. Low temps there will be in the low to mid 20s. For tomorrow, Wisconsin, Michigan daytime highs will be in the mid to upper 30s, warmer than normal with a partly cloudy sky. Minnesotans should get a mostly sunny sky with high temps 32 to 37. And calling upon the next 7 days here, we see, more sunny than anything else. High temps about 30 to 37. Overnight lows now 20 to 27. And there's that stunning 15% chance for the snow showers, if you can make it till next Wednesday, Tony.
Yes, stunning indeed after looking at that. Boy, there's not much to talk about on that forecast. No. Just normal December stuff.
Normally, if the odds are below 30%, I don't even put them on the charts and hope for the driest.
Yeah.
But when that's all you get, otherwise, these other days are about 5% chance.
Okay, wow.
15's the biggest one.
Weird start to December. Thanks, Dave. The big annual toy drive is working to meet the increased need in the community this year. Mike Letica is organizing the Make Every Child Smile Drive. He says the need has tripled this year. Instead of just collecting toys, they're also adopting families to provide meals and gift cards to local grocery stores. Letica says he wasn't sure he could do it this year because of the pandemic, but with so many people struggling, they wanted to do everything they could to help.
My initial thing was like, oh, I can't do it this year, you know, and then I start getting people saying, Mike, do you have anything going on? So it's like I can't forget the people who depend on me. I just started the drive yesterday, and the first day we've got about $1,000 in donations, and we've got some gifts also, and I've got some people who are going to be adopting some families. So we're off to a good start.
Mike's always doing something to help the community, and we appreciate it. You can drop off donations until December 19th at Shake It in West Duluth or Ogston's on Central Entrance. He's also accepting monetary donations, and we'll have that information on our website. Still to come, another big battle is brewing in Wisconsin, why the legislature is looking to have more control when it comes to navigating the pandemic.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Fleet Farm's free gift card event is going on now. Hurry in. These offers are too good to be true. Spend $120 on Carhartt for the family. Get a $20 Fleet Farm gift card. Get a $10 gift card when you buy select size bags of Science Diet dog or cat food. And buy 2 cans of whole cashews or deluxe mixed nuts. Get a $10 gift card. Don't miss these and more during the free gift card event. Hurry in today. Fleet Farm. We've got you covered.
Benedictine Living Community of Duluth, where health, wellness, and choice come to life. Nestled on the beautiful campus of the St. Scholastica Monastery and the College of St. Scholastica, the Benedictine Living Community provides a full range of living options and care services. This continuum of care is designed to be seamless to help our residents to age in place. Visit us today. Benedictine Living Community of Duluth. Living fully, living well.
This holiday, for the person who means everything to you, give the gift that lasts forever. Forevermark. A diamond is forever.
Available at Security Jewelers.
What do you get when you add care from Essentia Health and coverage from UCare? Essentia Care, now available for a more affordable price. Essentia Care's Medicare Advantage plans have premiums that start at $0 per month in select counties. You'll be able to see your Essentia Health provider at our 15 hospitals and 71 clinics. Plus, Essentia Care plans allow you the freedom to see any provider who accepts Medicare. Compare and shop plans at ucare.org/EssentiaCare.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
The historic gateway to Duluth, the St. Louis County Depot, is now the heart and soul of arts, culture, and history in our region. And now more than ever, we need the joy found through the arts, the graceful beauty of dance, drama, and excitement, the works of artists and artisans, our long and proud history preserved, and music to inspire. The Depot United campaign raises funds for all the organizations at the Depot. We need your support now more than ever. Donate through the mail or go online. Arts, culture, and history need you.
It's starting to get cold outside. Northwest Outlet is the home of Carhartt Superior.
Coming up Thursday on CBS3 this morning, state grants are coming to the tourism industry. How Duluth will be affected.
And we've got a little bit more cloud cover for the day on Thursday, but otherwise temperatures stay consistent.
So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
There's more controversy in Wisconsin when it comes to navigating the pandemic. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos is introducing new legislation that would significantly limit the power of the Public Health Department. Here's Naomi Coles.
It's a familiar theme. State Republicans have sued throughout the year, challenging the power of local public health departments and the Department of Health Services. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos's proposals would prohibit the ability of local health departments to close or put capacity restrictions on some types of businesses unless they do it for all types. The Dane County executive had strong words in response today.
Rather than an answer to our months-long plea for state government to take greater action to combat the spread of COVID-19, Speaker Vos's proposal undermines our ability to protect our residents. It takes healthcare decisions out of the hands of healthcare professionals and puts them into the hands of politicians.
I think that one of the things that has been effective about our approach here in Dane County is that we have been able to follow the science and the data, and that we have used that to really fine-tune restrictions so that we can restrict places where we're seeing spread and loosen up on places where we're not seeing spread.
According to a memo from the Legislative Fiscal Bureau, the proposals would prohibit targeted closures and restrictions, and they'd require justification, scientific reasoning, and a timeline for any mass restrictions. It would also ban public health from prohibiting church gatherings. Wisconsin law does allow local public health officials to do what is reasonable and necessary to prevent public disease. That includes forbidding public gatherings. Now, Robin Vos's proposals would also include adding staff to local public health departments.
Other provisions include making virtual learning harder for schools and giving the legislature control over vaccine decisions. Still ahead in sports, UMD looking to make it 2-0 from the pod. Kelly's got the highlights coming up next.
Live, Local CBS3.
When facing a major healthcare decision, it's wise to seek a second opinion from a team of established experts. Financial decisions deserve the same level of care and expertise. At MPPL Financial, we develop your plan by assembling a personalized team that includes experts in multiple disciplines. So the result is a coordinated care plan that covers all areas of your financial life. Your outcome depends on the quality of care you receive. Call today to set up your free second opinion consultation or visit MPPLfinancial.com.
Okay, Mr. Medicare figure-outer. One last question. What's the cost?
For many, Part A is free. Cost goes up the more parts you add. But UCare has Medicare Advantage plans that come with everything you need.
Sounds good. And so does your bike. Now.
Yeah, thanks to you, she's purring like a kitten on a bed of yarn.
Well, that's a new one.
Yeah, I just made it up. You can steal it for your bike shop.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. For a limited time only, get the Hog Heaven pizza for just $11. Papa Murphy's.
The holiday season is truly the most magical time of the year. It's the perfect time to appreciate Duluth's beautiful downtown waterfront district. Everything is a little different this year, but it has never been more important to support the local businesses you know and cherish. Enjoy the sights, safely browse local shops, and bring home tasty treats. This year, your gathering will be smaller and your visit shorter, but your loyalty and commitment make a big impact. The Greater Downtown Council invites you to celebrate the season.
I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. Safety is our top priority, so our workers are following all CDC guidelines to ensure the safety of both our customers and employees. Get your dream bathroom for $0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments till 2022. All of our products are backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval and come with a lifetime warranty. For a free estimate, call us today or go online to book your appointment. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt this morning. And the below average trend
Thanks
does
so much for joining us.
So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. on CBS3.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me to understand how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Another day, another hockey graphic. Gosh, I'm so excited college hockey is back. 1 down, 8 to go. The UMD men's hockey team was back in action this evening, this time taking on the 4th-ranked Denver Pioneers, a team just 1 spot below them in the national rankings. UMD, through 2 periods, not great. Ryan Fanti stood pretty tall in goal, lets 1 slip past in the 2nd period from Carter Savoy, who gets a piece of Bo Hansen's shot, and the Pioneers take a 1-0 lead. We'll fast forward like 20 minutes or so to the 3rd. Same story, different night. Jackson Cates ties it up with the brother from Brother Connection, sends it in on a shot from Noah to tie it at 1. And then just mere minutes later, the icing on the cake, or rather Kobe Roth. Literally, are these nights' highlights the same as last night's? Both goals made on the power play. Roth's goal makes it 2-1. Noah Cates with a hand in both goals this eve. UMD comes away with the come-from-behind win for the 2nd night in a row to win it 2-1. We'll have post-game reaction in CBS3 News tomorrow. Don't forget, you can catch all of the action from the NCHC bubble on My 9 Sports. UMD is off until next Tuesday. Not a bad way to start the season at all, though. Here is an overview of the schedule. You can head to our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Click on the Sports tab for an updated schedule, as it is subject to change. And another hockey graphic. The UMD women's hockey team continues their homestand this coming weekend. They'll look to bounce back against the 1-1 St. Cloud State Huskies. The Bulldogs coming off a series to forget. They were swept by the 3rd-ranked Minnesota Gophers, who are good. Just this past weekend, the team mainly struggled on special teams, going 0 for 5 when they had an extra skater. Head coach Maura Kroll says last weekend's results have only driven the team to come out and correct those mistakes to get back in the win column.
We've been focusing a lot this week on our ozone play and creativity and making sure all 5 players are involved in our offense. I am confident in our group that we are upset with how we played last weekend, and we're going to carry that feeling into this weekend and make sure we make a statement.
This weekend's series also marks the final home series on the schedule for 2020. The team knows anything can change in a split second, which has caused players like Naomi Rogie to take it all in as they hit the ice.
You know, you always want to keep playing games, so I think making it known that we're still wanting to keep playing and being safe and doing all the right things away from the rink is going to help us keep playing games and hopefully be able to come back to Amsoil. It could be our last this weekend at home, so we just have to make sure we go out and play with all of our heart.
Well, I got a feeling that the Vikings' top receiver is coming back. Adam Thielen, that is. He was absent from Sunday's game against the Carolina Panthers due to a positive COVID test. Thielen's isolation lasted 12 days. Well, this Sunday, he was like the rest of us, watching and celebrating the Vikings' win over the Panthers at home. Well, he was cleared to return to practice today. NFL players with asymptomatic cases are able to return following 5 days with 2 negative tests or after 10 days from the initial positive test. Symptomatic cases require a minimum 10-day quarantine. Vikings also made a few other roster moves today, elevating long snapper Andrew DePaula from the practice squad to the active roster. He'll replace Austin Cutting, who was waived from the team yesterday. Cornerback Tay Hayes has been signed to the Vikings practice squad. Hayes was released from the Dolphins practice squad last month. And that's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
Change the future of medicine from the convenience of home. Join the All of Us research program to help improve health research and speed up medical breakthroughs. Visit EssentialHealth.org/allofus to learn more.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value-priced softeners to the world's best and even salt-free. No one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get a great deal on Tacoma, RAV4, Camry, and more. I'll take it. I'll get this wrapped up for you. I wish I hadn't just unwrapped it.
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can get 0.9% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2021 Camry or 2021 RAV4.
Toyotathon is on. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Van Dielen, Chief Medical Officer at St. Luke's. While the holidays might feel a little different this year, they can be just as magical. Let's take this time to enjoy the small things that make this season so special, and maybe even discover some new traditions. Thank you for everything you've done and continue to do to keep our community safe. From all of us at St. Luke's, have a safe, happy, and healthy holiday season.
You work hard for your money and deserve to see it go the extra mile. Join us Wednesday mornings and hear from local experts on tips to better manage your finances in Eye on Money on live local CBS3. Brought to you by MPPL Financial.
I don't think any other year is ever going to be like 2020. I never thought that I would go through something like this ever in my life. This pandemic's not a isolated thing to our country or to our state or to our city. This is something that's affecting the world. And that just shows really how interconnected we all are. And I think that's why news is so important, because news is kind of like that lifeline to kind of bring that information out and bring us all together.
Watch Jenna and Caitlin in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m.
Heart attacks and strokes happen, even in the midst of COVID-19, and at least one will occur while you're watching this. Heart attacks and strokes are medical emergencies. If you experience symptoms of a heart attack or stroke, do not delay seeking care. Call 911 immediately. Hospitals are prepared and can safely treat you. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus to learn more.
Men's Wardrobe by Mainstream Fashions for Men. The annual Gift Givers sale is going on now through December 31st. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Well, so many of us have had a chance to sit down and play a Super Mario game, whether you played on the Super NES in 1983 or you're playing on the Switch today. Have you ever wanted to visit the brightly colored world Well, next year in Japan, you can do just that. Universal Studios Japan will open its new Nintendo-themed area on February 4th. The Osaka-based theme park, the Super Nintendo World area, will feature Mario Kart races and other attractions based on Nintendo games, according to Universal Studios Japan. Due to the coronavirus, the opening of the new themed park had to be pushed back about a year. I could do some Mario Kart races. Dave, what do you say? Trip to Japan? We square off on some...
That does sound fun, all right. I'm flashing back to NES, Christmas 1991.
There you go.
$89 well spent.
Yeah, those things were quite the ride.
Quite fun.
Yeah. The weather's not taking us on any ride, though. Pretty consistent.
Yeah, on one hand, then it's going to be a nice break from shoveling and bitterly cold weather, but on the other, no skiing, no snowmobiling, things like that. Cross-country skiing. I hear some of our hills are open, though, and conditions are pretty good with human-made snow. No natural-made snow, really, this week. We have high-pressure systems dominating from Thursday through Tuesday. High temps 30 to 37, a little warmer than normal. 20 to 27 for the lows, a little warmer than normal. Very tiny chance for flurries next Wednesday.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we will see you again tomorrow.